Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Thursday evening Parent Academy webinar session. Thank you for joining. And again, we are excited to have you as audience and listeners and participants. I am Tina Foston Hayes, the Parent Academy Specialist of Education, Equity, and Outreach for Alachua County Public Schools, and I welcome you this evening. Tonight, we will receive some helpful information from our guest speaker, Assistant Principal Angela Jones, who will share information about career and technical education offered at Loften High School of Alachua County Public students. Just before we begin, let's review some housekeeping elements. Please keep your microphones on mute through the duration of the presentation. We will be monitoring our question and answers to respond accordingly. Please use the Q&A feature located at the bottom of the webinar window. And please note that all Parent Academy webinars are closed captioning, recorded, and posted on our website for access at a later date or re-review. And for any individuals who could not tune in tonight, your questions will be answered at the conclusion of the session. If there are any specific needs or personal conversations, the Parent Academy email address is parentacademy@gm.sbac.edu. And we will get those answers for you. So without further ado, I would now like to present to you our guest speaker for this evening, Miss Angela Jones, Assistant Principal of Loften High School. There we go.
There we go. Good evening. Okay, I'm going to get ready to share my screen. Okay, hi, I'm Ms. Jones. I'm the assistant principal at Loften High School. There's a lot of things that are known about Loften, but there are also many things that are not known about Loften. So if you have a student who is in middle school or even elementary school and they're thinking about their future, I want to put Loften on the map for them so they can understand what we offer here at Loften High School. So we are the Professional Academies Magnet at Loften High School. We are the highest rated A school in the district. So I have a video. It's going to give you a little bit of quick information about Loften, and then I'll go into more detail after the video. Hopefully this all works well.
There is no sound, Miss Angela.
There's no sound?
No. And please just bear with us because technology can be.
I mean, they'll can see a few things, but I can just go back. We can go out and I'll just go through the PowerPoint.
Okay.
We can probably have it up later that they can watch. I know we'll have it on our Facebook page and on our website. So let's go on. So we are a high school, but we're on a 4-block schedule, which means we only have 4 classes a day. And what's important about that is because students can earn all of their credits for graduation by the end of their junior year. So a little bit, and a lot of kids like that. Senior year, it leaves a lot of options for their senior year if they're done with all their high school credits by their junior year. So we have different academies at Loften High School. We have the Academy of Gaming and Mobile Apps, Automotive Technology, Fire and EMS, Graphic Art and Design, Robotics and Engineering, and then starting new in 23-24, the Academy of Media Production Technologies. So some of the opportunities you have with gaming and mobile apps. These are some of the careers that you can have with gaming and mobile apps. Game design, tester, animator. One of the things that's really important about Loften High School is that we offer students the opportunity to go straight from high school to career. And they can do this by participating in our programs, but also because they earn certifications. And these are industry certifications. That means anyone that's out in the industry, if they wanted a particular job and they require these certifications, these are the same certifications that anyone out in the community would take. The only difference is we're giving them to the students in high school and they're free. So these are some of the certifications for gaming and mobile apps. And then we have the Institute of Graphic Art and Design. And some of the careers for graphic art and design: architect, computer graphics, fashion. We have a large art studio, and then we also have a art computer lab where they perform all their graphic designs. And these are some of the certifications: Photoshop, InDesign, Illustrator. Again, these are certifications that you would get naturally in the workforce out in the community. We also have the Academy of Robotics and Engineering. If you want to go into engineering, software design, electrical engineering, you might consider robotics and engineering. And these are some of the certifications that we offer. Another important thing about Loften High School is that all of our instructors, in order for them to offer a certification, they have to be certified in that area. So our director for robotics, Mr. Goddard, he has taken all of these certification tests and passed them. He cannot teach it if he has not passed the certifications. Then we have the Academy of Automotive Technology. Of course, auto careers, aviation, mechanical, diesel equipment, and the certifications that students can get through these programs. We have students that graduated last year that had 10+ certifications. Also, 4 of our students that graduated last year have jobs in local dealerships, Toyota, Honda. They actually went from high school straight into a career, straight into the job, but they could also go to college if that was their choice. Then we have the Academy of Fire and EMS. Of course, firefighter, emergency medical technician, 911 operator. These students are certified as an emergency medical responder and firefighter 1. We had a student that graduated last year with his firefighter 1, and he got hired at the Alachua County Firehouse. He is making $36,000 fresh out of high school, and they're going to pay for him to continue his college education to get his firefighter 2. So when you talk about directly from high school to career, this is a perfect example. So our new academy is Media Production Technology, and this is the backside of making movies. So not the actors per se, but the people behind the scenes, the producers, the directors. And with us being so close to Disney and MGM Studios, that's where a lot of our students can get even more information and help once they go through this academy. So production as field equipment operators, camera assistants, sound equipment operators. So really the behind the scenes of TV production and media production. So what is different about Loften High School? So like I said earlier, we're on a 4x4 block scheduling. That means 8 credits a year instead of 6. You get done with all your high school credits by your 11th grade year, and your senior year is open to many different things. You can do an internship. You can dual enroll at Santa Fe or UF. You can go to work. So your senior year is wide open for you to do whatever you want to do after you have all your high school credits. We're a very small school. We have about 300 students. So all the teachers really get to know the students because they'll see them more than once. And you come out of high school ready to work with your specific certifications. So that's what's different about Loften High School. Now, if you have been in the community for I don't know, 5-10 years or longer. There are some myths about Loften that we are trying to change. So it was once said that Loften was a school for credit retrieval. So a student who was not doing well at their zone school, they would come to Loften, they'd be on the computer, they take their classes and earn their credits. That is no longer the case. Loften is a full magnet program. So no one is zoned for here. No one can just come here. Another myth was that it was where the pregnant girls go. Well, many years ago, we did have a program and pregnant girls came here. We had a daycare on campus. So they would bring their babies and they would go to class and their babies are right here on campus. We don't do that anymore. That program is no longer here. One of the bigger ones for a lot of students is they say you can't play sports at Loften. Well, technically you can't play sports at Loften. We don't have a football team or a basketball team. We're very small. But what you can do, you can play football or basketball or whatever sport you choose at your zone school. For instance, if you know of Anthony Richardson, he's the UF quarterback. I don't really do football. He's the US quarterback. Anthony actually graduated from Loften. You have probably never heard that because they always equate him with Eastside because he played football at Eastside. But Anthony actually graduated from Loften in our fire and EMS program. My daughter is currently a student here, but she plays lacrosse for Buchholz. So whatever your zone school is, whatever sports or band you want to participate in, band, cheerleading, you can do that at your zone school. They say we don't have graduation or grad bash. Everything that a regular high school in Alachua County does, we do the same thing. We have graduation at the Phillips Center. We go to grad bash. We have our own prom. So we do everything a regular high school does. And then they say we don't have honors or AP classes. We have a ton of honors classes. Almost every class that we offer an honors equivalent. We're adding more and more AP classes as we go. This year we have AP Computer Science, AP Human Geography, AP Government and Econ, and AP Art History. And then every year we're going to add more and more. So like I say, the same things that you can get at a regular high school, you can get here with us at Loften. So how do you get to Loften? No one is zoned for Loften. So like if you live in the East Side area, you're zoned for East Side High School. Or if you live in the Buchholz area, you're zoned for Buchholz. No one is zoned for Loften. You have to apply to come to Loften. You have to apply for one of our 6 programs. So you need a 2.5 GPA, no behavior referrals, good attendance, good FSA scores, and you, like I said, you have to apply. Now, here's the difference between Loften and let's say the Cambridge program at GHS. If you apply for the Cambridge program at GHS, and their requirements, I think, is a 3.0 for Cambridge. If you don't have a 3.0, you can't get into Cambridge. For me, if you have say you have a 2.3, but you're working really hard, we can look at the individual, the whole student, and we can still allow that student to come to our school. So don't think that, oh, my child has, he got 6 referrals in the 7th grade. We're going to have a conversation. We're going to talk. We're going to, talk about the whole student and meet and see if this is what he really wants, then we want them to be here. So that's a little difference. We have a little bit more leeway to really get to know the whole student because we're so small, we can do that. So don't let any of those things, if your child doesn't have a 2.5, don't say, oh no, he can't go. We can work around, we can work through some things and offer supports for that student to ensure that they do not fail when they get here. Okay, so that was really quick. We didn't have the video, but just to kind of recap, we have 6 academies. The student has to apply to come to Loften. They are in that academy for all 4 years. Each year builds on the next year. So they're in that academy for all 4 years. Let's see. We have AP classes, honors courses. We have supports in place. We have after-school tutoring. We have a counselor on campus. So like I say, everything that a regular high school would have, we have also. We're just smaller and we're very tailored to what that student wants to study. So.
Thank you. So we will go to our Q&A.
Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing.
Okay. And let's see if we have any questions. You can see the questions as well.
Okay.
Down at the Q&A. There were some on there, just ignore them because we've taken care of that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. But so if anyone has any questions, please feel free to put that in the Q&A, and AP Jones and myself will be sure to get those questions answered.
Share computer sound.
So that was for the video. If you want to try to go back and do that, you definitely can. I see there's a question that says, when do applications open and close?
Okay, so the application normally opens in January. We have not been given the official date, but it normally opens in January and it closes sometime in February. But the students, the school board will put that out on the website. They'll let you know exactly when it's open. We also have shadowing. So in January, we'll have shadowing days as soon as they let us know when we can do that. So the student can actually come out to the campus, spend a half a day with us and kind of walk around and see what the courses look like and everything. And we also have an open house in January also.
And then I see another question that says, in what grade?
That is a great question, Lakeisha, because we only take ninth graders. So they have to apply this year when they're in the 8th grade. They have to apply as an 8th grader. And then they come to us as 9th grader. We don't take 10th graders or 11th graders or 12th graders because of that 4-year program that we offer. So 8th grade year, they put the application in. How do they bus students across town? All of our students are bus transportation is offered to the students because it's a magnet program. So transportation is offered to students. We have about, I don't know, 13, 14 buses because they come from everywhere. Can gaming magnet integrate with electrical e-school? Rachel, we have not, I don't know how that would work. That is a question I have to get an answer for you. I mean, we do have kids that take courses online. But if you're a full-time e-school student, then you're attached to e-school. So you wouldn't necessarily be attached to us. So I don't know how that works, but that's a very good question. I will I'll find the answer out for you. How much flexibility is in there in choosing courses? Okay, so for courses, of course, they have their regular high school courses that they have to take: 4 English, 4 math, 3 science, social studies, all those courses they have to take. So we do have some elective courses that they can take. We have film, we have theater, of course, PE, art. So we have a few electives that they can choose. Spanish, we have Spanish also. Psychology, we offer psychology 1 and 2. So there are some courses. Now we don't have the wide range that say a Buchholz has because we don't have that many teachers. So we don't offer that many, but we do offer some electives. But as far as the regular requirements for graduation, then that's just the regular requirements that they have to take. Patrick, that was for you. Do you have a bus? The buses come from all over. We have a bus that comes from Newberry. We have kids from Newberry. It's just, they're all over. So it would just depend on where you live and the satellite stop that they make. So they won't go to your house or necessarily your neighborhood, but they may go to the nearest school, whether it be elementary, middle, or high school. They may go to the nearest school. So it just depends on how transportation does that. Specialty classes for robotics and engineering. Okay. I can find that. I just don't know them by heart because it's a lot of them. Can you read the other question while I go through? See something.
Yes. In the fire program, is there any physical activity?
Oh, yes. We have a fire truck. They have fire hoses. They have all the fire equipment. So you will spend time doing a lot of physical activity in fire EMS. Let's see, office. I know my son came out and visited once before when he was in the 8th grade, and he saw the fire EMS and he was like, that's too much work, because they had hoses, they had all the equipment. So it is very much physical.
Well, it sounds like that they do the same thing as the Florida State Fire College.
Yes, yes.
Okay, that's awesome.
Okay, let's see. So with robotics, we have digital information technology, we have computer fundamentals, web technology, IT systems and applications, program essentials, foundations of robotics, robotic design, robotic systems, robotic applications, quite a few. Okay, I had to go stuff for that.
So how do you accommodate students with the IEP or education plan for a learning disability and can?
Okay. Yeah, like I say, we're like a regular high school. We have students with IEPs and 504s. So they get services. Now they may not get, right now we're in a support facilitation where our ESC teacher goes into the regular classrooms with the students. And then she can also pull some students for extra support if they need it. So we have IEPs and 504 plans. We take care of them. Can students that are not on grade level be accepted? I'm not sure what you mean by not on grade level. If they don't pass the 8th grade, they can't be in 9th grade. So if they pass middle school, then are you talking about maybe on grade level as far as like reading skills or math skills? A lot of students come to high school and they're not on grade level. So we just support them, especially if they have an IEP or 504. We offer supports. Like I said, we have after school tutoring. Teachers are often have their doors open during lunchtime where students can come in and get extra support that they need. But we do have accommodations for students with IEPs and 504s. So application is normally, Christy, application is normally open in January of every year. So it'll be in January of next year for the current 8th graders. Your son is a 7th grader. When he becomes an 8th grader, January, 2nd semester of his 8th grade year, the application will open. It's always the same time. Do you have any program for a student? Cindy, I don't understand what you mean, programs for students with disability. We have the 6 academies. So I'm not quite sure. Like I said, we do have students with IEPs and 504s. So we do offer the accommodations and all those things that go along with that. Trouble with fights. No, we don't have trouble with fights. We don't have a lot of discipline issues because students they want to come here because they buy into the programs. If students can't maintain, their grades or their behavior problems, then we revoke their zoning and we send them back to their zone schools. So we don't have a lot of discipline issues, the normal stuff. But we had a meeting with assistant principals and we had our discipline data up, and I was like hiding mine because it was so low. I didn't want anybody else to see it. I didn't want anybody to see it because it was so low. So no, we don't have a lot of discipline issues. Do you work on IEPs? We do IEPs here, yes. We have an ESC teacher that does IEPs. I actually sit in on all IEP meetings as the LEA. Do buses drop kids off at the end of the day? Yes, they catch a bus to school, they catch a bus home. Do you offer any open house days? We do have open house. It's in January. I think it's toward the end of January. I don't have the exact date. right now, but it is in January. Oh, wait a minute. Will there be a in-person info session so we can visit the campus in person? We do have an open house where you can visit the campus in person. We'll have an open house.
And then Miss AP Jones, when is the shadowing? When can they do that?
They normally give us the shadowing dates, but normally it's in January.
Okay.
So we're just waiting for information from the district. As soon as the district tells us what days we can offer shadowing, then we'll put it on our website. And all you would need to do is call the school and say you want to sign your student up for shadowing, and we'll put you on the list for shadowing. Okay. Is 6th grade eligible? No, I'm sorry. You have to be a 9th grader. So you can apply in the 8th grade and you have to be a 9th grader. What are the electives for 9th graders? There's PE, there's Spanish, there's digital information technology, there's art. So we have a few, not a lot. Does Loften, I hope I'm not missing anything.
I think the next one is about gifted students have an opportunity
well, gifted
to be
students
challenged.
have an opportunity to be challenged. Like I say, we have all of our courses can be honors courses, and we offer the AP courses. My daughter is a gifted student and she did well here. Right now she's dual enrolled at Santa Fe College and she's doing well there. So they and the other part about Loften is because we're a block schedule, we go really fast. The teachers are cranking out the information really fast because our time, you're doing a year course in 4.5 months. So it's very rigorous, it's very fast. But like I said, my daughter is she's gifted and she did well here. She had honors classes. And like I said, we're adding more and more AP classes every year. I have to tell you that this is just my 2nd year here as AP. And also our principal, Dr. Bracewell, we came on together. So this is his 2nd year. So these are just some of the new things that we've implemented since we've been here, like adding more AP courses, adding more honor courses. Do we have a music program? We have theater, we have chorus. We do have an instrumental course for students. Those are the majority of the music type courses. When do applications close? They normally tell us it's usually about a month, 4 to 6 weeks out. So if it opens in January, it probably closes in February. Like I said before, we haven't been given those dates yet. Is there any free time within the day? They have lunch? Does that count?
You say they on a roll to get to where they're going.
We have 4 classes.
So it's not a lot of PE and out.
There's PE classes. There's PE classes and things like that, but free time, lunch.
I wonder if they mean maybe study hall.
Okay, maybe, but we don't have a study hall.
Okay.
I mean job training. Cindy, what do you mean? I mean job training.
She was the one that asked the question earlier, and you said you didn't really know what she meant. Let me see if I can go and find.
Okay.
That was okay. So that she asked the question about for students with disabilities. She made
Will it help them? They don't do recommendation letters anymore. That's not a part of the application process unless they change it this year. But they don't really do recommendation letters. So I don't know
how.
I'm
sorry.
Go ahead.
So it looks like where Cindy asked the question, she said, do you have any programs for students with disabilities? So maybe that's what she means as far as on-job training.
We don't have, if you're talking about the type of job training that they do maybe at Sidney Lanier, when those students go to a particular place and learn job skills, we don't have that. The job training that we have comes with, like fire and EMS, you're getting trained how to do that particular job. but not job training in another sense. What math courses we offer? We offer all of them: algebra, algebra 1, algebra 2, pre-calc, geometry. Oh, okay, wait a minute. This is a lot. How late is after school tutoring? Are there any clubs? Okay, after school tutoring usually goes until 4:30. We get out of school at 2:52. So after school tutoring usually goes to 4:30.
So I guess are there any clubs that would
Oh yes,
probably
we do
go
have
for
clubs.
that?
We have pep club, we have Spanish club, we have math club, we have the Hope Squad, we have student government, robotics club. And if there's a club that we don't have, all your student needs to do is ask a teacher to sponsor the club, and we will offer that club.
Nice.
How late can students stay on campus if a parent picks up after work? I've left here at 5 o'clock and there's still been students here. We don't like for students to stay that late because there's no supervision, but they're here. What would make my kid more likely to be accepted if she was apply? Good grades. Go K NAR. Good grades. No discipline referrals. Good FSA scores. How many students are accepted for each program? That's a good question, Lakeisha. For all of our programs, with the exception of fire, EMS, and automotive, there are 25 students every year. So 25 students. Fire, EMS, and automotive are 18, only because you can't have a lot of students in the auto shop. We have a full-fledged auto shop here on campus. They fix our cars. We bring them in for oil changes. So for fire, EMS, and automotive, they were 18. And then for the rest of the academies, it's 25. We currently have about 300 students, Jenna. When can students start dual enrolling? Most students start dual enrolling in the 11th grade. My daughter started in the 11th grade. 4.5 months is the rest of the year free from now. No, Amanda. So our semesters go from September or August until January. And then when January comes, they get 4 new classes. So they have 4 classes from August to January. And then from January to May, they have a different set of classes, all 4 new classes. So remember, we do 1 year's worth in that 4.5 months. So basically they're getting 2 years of high school in 1 year. The main criteria, what is the main criteria used to determine if you'll be accepted? Like I say, just good grades, decent FSA scores, no behavior problems. I think I answered that one. Is there a math magnet program in Alachua County? Buchholz has their finance program, but I would tell you we beat Buchholz math scores this year. Just want to put that out there. So spring breaks and summer still up. Yes, it's like a regular school year. We just go twice as fast. Do you wait list at the program? Yes, we do have a wait list. We do have a wait list. We will call you in the summer if other kids back out. We are filling those programs. So you can apply. In the past, you've been able to apply for up to 5 programs. I don't know if that's still going to be the same. So you'll kind of rank them your first choice, your second choice. And basically, if you get accepted into your first choice, they'll send you a letter saying, do you accept? You say yes, or you say no. And then maybe you get a letter to see about your second choice. Start time is 8:30 and we end at 3:52. I mean, 2:52, sorry.
Did we answer the question as to how many students are typically accepted
Yes,
to each program?
25 for all the programs except for fire, EMS, and automotive. Those are 18. And I can put my contact information if someone wants to send me an email, or give me a call. That's fine. A lot of good questions. I hope I answered everything.
Okay, Rachel says she'll follow up, and it's been very informative to her.
Okay.
Thank you, Rachel.
Oh, let's see.
I think we may have answered.
I think we might have got them all.
I believe so.
Okay, do you want me to put my, I don't know how to put my.
If you, I guess you can just read it off to them.
Okay.
Because I don't know if you have it in your PowerPoint with your contact information
No,
on
I
that.
don't actually.
Okay.
So my email is Jones, AL, JONESAL at gm.sbac.edu. So if you have questions, please send me an email or call. Yeah. We're just trying to get the word out about Loften and what we are now, as opposed to what people remember from many years ago.
You ladies are very welcome. I see some folks telling us thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's see.
Thank you.
I just want to make sure that we have all of the questions answered. And you all can reach me at Parent Academy. So my email address is parentacademy@gm.sbac.edu. If there's anything that you would like to go over, but again, this will be uploaded for you guys to go back and re-review it. And you can contact AP Jones to get that video, or do you have the link to that video that you were going to show? Because it looked like it was on YouTube, so they can go and take a look at it.
They may not have access to it.
Okay.
Yeah, they may not have access to it. But I know we're putting it out somewhere.
Okay. If you want to give your email out one more time, so that way they'll have a pen and a pencil ready to jot it down.
Okay, so it's Jones, AL, my last name, Jones, AL, at gm.sbac.edu. And if you go to the school board and click on the Loften website, it'll be there too. So sorry, guys. Okay.
Okay, so I don't see any other questions. Hopefully you all were able to write down AP Jones's information. If not, you can definitely go on to Loften's homepage and scroll down to contact, and you'll be able to contact her or call the school and get in touch with her as well. And you can also contact me and I will get you over to her if you need to. And again, my email address for the Parent Academy is parentacademy@gm.sbac.edu. And I know it is not quite 7 o'clock, but I do believe that we have responded to all of the questions, because I don't see any others posted. So I just want to thank everyone again for joining us tonight on Zoom. We appreciate your participation each week, and you are able to connect with us for more informative presentations and discussions. Once again, I am Tina Folston Hayes, the Parent Academy Specialist of Education, Equity, and Outreach for the Alachua County Public Schools. Next, we look forward to seeing you back on Thursday. I think that is December the 8th. We will have New Worlds Reading joining us to provide us with some great information. So if you would like to join us, please do. And I hope that you join us again. And so I say to you tonight, have a great evening. Please reach out should you need to. Thank you. Thank you, AP Jones. I appreciate it. You're welcome.
Good night.
Good night.